everyone, it's Melanie here from the Halton Hills Chamber of Commerce, and today we're doing a member spotlight with Polair HVAC. Chantel, welcome. Great to have
Thank
you
you.
guys as members.
Thank you for having us.
So you guys might be my new favorite members because you've got your polar bear that you bring to events. And it took me a while to figure out it was polar bear. I'm not the brightest girl sometimes. But tell me a little bit about Polair. You've been around for a while. You're not a new business. Kind of give us the 411 on your business.
Yeah, so we are a local heating and air conditioning business, and we have been serving in our community for the past 13 years. We're really excited about being in this community and helping other local businesses to maintain their equipment and also to just service the community with integrity and honesty.
So do you find, and I love that you brought that up because we had known about you guys before you became members. It's a small community, even though we're growing. And, we had heard a lot of stories about how you supported other businesses or some not-for-profits. I think you do some work with the town as well.
Yes,
So is that one of the parts of your business that's a mandate? Like, did that come from because you own the business with your husband, correct? So
correct. Yeah.
is that kind of why you started the business? Maybe tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, so Dwayne, who operates and runs the business, he was in the industry for a long time. I think 23 years now he's been in the industry, and he worked for other companies, but one of his struggles with was maintaining his own honesty, integrity within the business. And he was also one of the people that they relied on to go and problem solve issues that nobody else could figure out.
Hmm.
So my family is full of entrepreneurs, so that's nothing new to me. And so he decided, he wanted to start his own business so that he could run it with his own values and put his own skills to use for his own profit, right?
I love
And
it.
yeah, and just, help people out and explain problems. So this is another thing that we really pride ourselves in, and that's educating the customer. We not only want to be transparent, open, and honest with our customers, but we want to educate our customers. And HVAC is one of those trades that is very complicated. Nobody's
Mhm.
going to go up on the roof to figure it out or to check your work. So he'll take videos, his technicians will take videos,
Oh,
photos, provide that to the client so that they can see what is going on. And we try to explain everything as best as we can in layman's terms so that they know what all of their options are. So, one of the biggest ways we get new contracts is we're called in for a second opinion sometimes
oh,
because they've got a pain point that nobody can figure out. No other HVAC company can figure out. And they keep getting callbacks, they keep having the same reoccurring issue.
yeah.
That's our specialty to go in, figure
Hmm.
out what that issue is. And sometimes we go to jobs and they've been quoted to replace an entire rooftop unit. And we figure out that it's actually just a small part that needs to be replaced, that,
Oh,
somebody misdiagnosed. We've gotten a lot of contracts, a lot of new contracts like that.
what a
And
great
because we're
feeling.
and because we're a local business and we're a mid-size HVAC company, we don't have a lot of overhead. So our pricing is competitive and also servicing our own community, the service is quick. A lot of our technicians live in Halton Hills. And so, yeah, it just makes it really convenient and quick for everybody.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
So Chantel, I love that a lot of your technicians are local. You're local, you and your husband are local. So do you find that you're working mostly with businesses? Is that what your specialty is, or are you doing residential as well?
Yeah, so we don't mind doing residential for the community because we figure it's a really great way to help the community. But our main source of revenue comes from commercial and industrial businesses.
Okay.
So we do a lot of local businesses, especially like in Georgetown, on that commercial
Yeah.
area there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and in the commercial area in Acton as well. But yeah, we will do it all, but we definitely are looking to help commercial and industrial businesses with preventative maintenance plans.
Oh, okay. Tell me
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, so preventative maintenance plans are fantastic because you can sign up to do either semi-annually or quarterly maintenance with us. And it is proven that you will save so much money if you have a preventative maintenance plan because you're being proactive about your repairs
Mm,
and you're being proactive about your diagnosis, right? Like like I mentioned earlier on this call that you aren't going to go up onto the roof and check things. So when our technicians go
mm.
up there to do their preventative maintenance check, if they hear something that they know is not right, well, of course, they're going to be proactive for you and figure out what is going on. Maybe there's bearings that need to be changed or a belt that needs to be changed. And of course, preventative maintenance is we change the filters all the time. Air quality is extremely important. And so that is just, the basics of the preventative maintenance is
Yeah,
the filter change. Yeah.
that's a good idea. So getting to something before it's an expensive problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I need to know who came up with the polar bear. I think it's so fun. And we'll make sure that in the comments where we post this, that we post a picture of the polar bear so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah. So I'm the marketing and sales person and the social media person, and every business is always looking for that purple cow idea. If
Okay,
you
yeah.
know that, concept of having a purple cow, it's like that big thing that stands out for business that people aren't going to forget. Something that's
Mm.
really memorable. It can be silly. Usually it is silly. And so I decided, you know what? We have Polair. Polair stands for, heating and air conditioning, but it's got the root word of polar bear in it.
Right.
And so the polar bear is also part of our logo. And I've always wanted to get actually a polar bear mascot, one that somebody can wear. And that isn't feasible because then you always have to have somebody who's willing to wear it.
Yeah.
So, so to compromise with that idea, I got this giant cutout, 7 feet tall. My vehicle is the only vehicle this thing fits in, and it's got the QR codes for our website on there. And it's just a great opportunity for people to come and laugh about it, scan the QR code, which goes to our website, which increases our search engine ratings. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of thought behind this,
Yeah.
and then take a selfie with the polar bear.
Yeah,
So,
love
yeah.
it.
It's
So
just
good.
fun.
So
Yeah.
clever. I love it. So we'll for sure put all of your contact information so people can reach out to you directly. So we'll include your website and the email to the company. But if there's one thing you want people to remember besides the polar bear,
Mhm.
when they're thinking HVAC, what would you like them to remember about Polair?
Well, our slogan, and that is building long-term relationships.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and how we do that is honestly by educating the customer. As I've said, that is a huge component of how we run our business. Making people knowledgeable about what their options are. Some things, have to be repaired right away. Other things you can budget for. And we just love to serve other local businesses because we are one. We
Mhm.
know the struggle is real. And so we're here to support and help other people through our honesty and our integrity as well. So, yeah, our customers are not a transaction for us. We're
Mhm.
all about building those long-term relationships.
I love that. Yeah, my big takeaway whenever I interact with you all is, that integrity
Mm,
and the community support. So,
thank
listen,
you.
thank you so much for being a member. We're just so happy to have you here, and of course to our general audience, if you need anything in the HVAC world, especially if you're a business, reach out to Chantel and her team.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chantel.